Welcome to the CompTIA Project Plus prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. Meeting tools are an essential part of project management because they allow teams to plan, run, and document meetings in a structured and efficient way. They help ensure that discussions are focused, decisions are documented, and participants leave with a clear understanding of next steps. In most projects, these tools fall into four main categories: calendars for scheduling, polling tools for gathering input, print media for physical reference, and conferencing platforms for virtual collaboration. Calendar tools are the foundation of meeting scheduling. Digital options like Google Calendar, Outlook, and TeamUp make it easy to coordinate across multiple time zones and keep all participants aware of when and where meetings will take place. When integrated with email and conferencing platforms, they provide a seamless way to send invites, reserve resources, and attach meeting details, reducing the chance of scheduling conflicts or missed communications. The best calendar tools have features that go beyond simply booking a time. Shared calendars give visibility into team availability, making it easier to find a slot that works for everyone. Color coding, recurring event scheduling, and automated reminders enhance usability. Many project managers also use calendar blocking to set aside time for specific tasks or internal planning, helping protect their schedule from being overrun by ad hoc meetings. Managing a project calendar effectively requires a few best practices. Meeting invites should include a clear agenda, expected outcomes, and any preparation needed from participants. When availability is uncertain, scheduling polls or assistant features can help find optimal times. Avoiding back-to-back bookings is also important to reduce fatigue and maintain engagement. Polling tools add an interactive dimension to meetings and planning. Platforms like Doodle, Poly, Mentimeter, and Microsoft Forms allow teams to quickly capture group input on times, topics, or decisions. They can be used in advance to refine an agenda, during meetings to make quick decisions, or after meetings to collect feedback. Within projects, polling tools have a wide range of uses. In retrospectives, they can help gauge team morale or collect ratings on process effectiveness. In steering committee meetings, they can facilitate quick voting on proposed changes. For design or feature trade-offs, they provide a way to gauge stakeholder preferences before committing resources. Print media still has a place in both traditional and hybrid meetings, especially when formal documentation is expected or when technology access is limited. Printed agendas, charts, and reports can be distributed for review, helping participants follow along and take notes directly on the materials. For some stakeholders, especially visual learners, having a physical reference improves comprehension. Designing effective print materials requires clarity and precision. They should be concise, factually accurate, and professionally formatted. Data visualizations can help communicate complex information quickly, and action items should be clearly listed. Distributing handouts ahead of time gives participants the chance to review them in context before the discussion begins. However, print-based communication has its challenges. Physical documents can be lost or become outdated quickly. They are less practical for distributed or remote teams, and any updates require reprinting, which can waste time and resources. For this reason, print materials are often paired with digital versions to ensure broad accessibility. Conferencing platforms are now a standard part of most project environments. Tools like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, WebEx, and Google Meet enable real-time voice or video meetings between participants in different locations. They are used for daily stand-ups, demos, decision-making sessions, and regular stakeholder updates. Modern conferencing tools offer more than just a call. Features like screen sharing, session recording, breakout rooms, and integrated chat channels enhance collaboration. Many include background noise reduction and participant management tools, making it easier to run large or complex meetings smoothly. Integration with calendars and project management software ensures that meeting links, agendas, and follow-up actions stay connected to the project record. Hosting effective virtual meetings starts with preparation. Clear objectives and a set agenda help keep discussions focused. Meeting lengths should be reasonable to maintain attention. When appropriate, use features like waiting rooms or participant controls to manage attendance. Assigning roles such as facilitator, scribe, and timekeeper helps distribute responsibilities and keeps the session organized. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Managing attendance and participation starts well before the meeting begins. Using calendar RSVPs within your scheduling tool allows you to see who has accepted, declined, or not yet responded. Automated reminders sent a few days before and then again the morning of the meeting help reduce last-minute no-shows. When critical attendees haven't responded, following up directly shows that their presence matters and reinforces accountability. Over the course of a project, tracking attendance trends can also reveal engagement challenges, such as a stakeholder repeatedly missing decision-making sessions, which may require a conversation about priorities or alternative engagement methods. Recording and archiving virtual meetings has become a best practice in many project environments. Most modern conferencing platforms allow you to record audio, video, and shared screen content, storing them in a secure cloud location or within your project repository. These recordings are invaluable for absent stakeholders who need to catch up, and they serve as a point of reference when reviewing complex decisions or technical discussions. However, compliance is key. Participants should be informed before recording begins, and storage should follow organizational privacy and data retention rules. Some industries require that recordings be encrypted and kept only for a set retention period to meet regulatory standards. Engagement during virtual meetings is often the deciding factor in whether the time spent was worthwhile. Simple practices like encouraging camera use when bandwidth allows, ensuring clear audio setups, and discouraging multitasking help keep focus high. Leveraging built-in platform features like chat for quick clarifications, emojis for real-time sentiment, or polls to check agreement adds interactivity. Sharing presentation decks, documents, or agendas ahead of the meeting means participants can prepare questions or comments in advance, making discussions more efficient and informed. Hybrid meetings present a different set of challenges. Equal participation for both in-room and remote attendees requires thoughtful setup. Omnidirectional microphones capture all voices in a room, while high-resolution cameras with a wide field of view help remote participants feel included. Screens in the meeting room should display remote attendees prominently so the conversation feels balanced. Assigning a remote participant advocate or facilitator to monitor chat and raised hands ensures that virtual attendees have the same opportunity to contribute as those physically present. Without these measures, hybrid formats can unintentionally favor in-room voices. Visual aids and screen sharing are powerful engagement tools. Whether it's walking through a project plan, demonstrating a prototype, or showing data visualizations, visual context helps everyone align on the same understanding. Screen sharing should be tested in advance to ensure compatibility with different devices and platforms. Presenters should confirm that everyone can see and read the shared content, and pacing should allow for questions or clarifications as the material is reviewed. Breakout rooms and other interactive features turn larger meetings into more focused, productive sessions. Platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and WebEx allow hosts to create small groups for brainstorming, problem-solving, or parallel discussions. For example, during a project workshop, different groups might explore separate risks or solution approaches before coming back together to present findings. Breakout sessions can also help quieter participants feel more comfortable contributing in a smaller setting. In-meeting polling and feedback tools add value beyond simple engagement. They also speed up decision-making. Instant polls can be used to gauge consensus on next steps, vote on feature priorities, or capture sentiment on a proposal. The results can be shared immediately for discussion or saved for later analysis. Tools like Mentimeter or built-in polling functions in Teams or Zoom make this process seamless, and they also help ensure every voice is counted, not just the most vocal participants. Documenting meeting content through minutes and follow-up tools ensures the conversation leads to action. Using collaborative notes or standardized templates helps the scribe capture key discussion points, decisions, and action items in real time. Before the meeting ends, each action item should have a clear owner and a due date. Following up with a summary email or posting the notes in a shared workspace keeps everyone accountable. Linking these action items directly into project management tools like Asana, Jira, or Trello aligns them with the broader project plan, reducing the risk of items being forgotten. Integrating meeting outcomes with your project workflows is critical for maintaining momentum. If a decision affects the project's scope, schedule, or budget, it should be reflected immediately in the relevant plans. Similarly, tasks assigned during a meeting should appear in the same tracking system the team uses for all work. This ensures discussions don't just stay in meeting notes. They actively drive progress and visibility in the project's operational systems. Reducing meeting fatigue requires thoughtful planning. Not every discussion needs to be live. Asynchronous tools like shared documents, recorded video updates, or project chat threads can replace status meetings where interaction is minimal. When meetings are necessary, keeping them shorter and focused on clear objectives improves productivity. Time-boxing agenda items and sticking to the schedule also shows respect for participants' time. Accessibility features in meeting tools make participation more inclusive. Real-time captions help participants who are deaf or hard of hearing and also benefit non-native speakers. Screen reader compatibility and keyboard controls support attendees with visual or mobility impairments. Recording transcriptions creates searchable archives that help anyone review or find specific information later. Accessibility is not only a compliance consideration, it's a way to improve the meeting experience for the entire team. Evaluating meeting effectiveness should be part of the project manager's routine. Post-meeting surveys can capture quick impressions on what worked and what didn't, while more structured reviews can assess whether meetings consistently produce actionable outcomes. If a certain type of meeting isn't delivering value, the format, frequency, or even the tool used should be adjusted. Gathering regular feedback from participants ensures meetings evolve to fit the needs of the project and the team. When used intentionally, meeting tools, calendars, polling, print media, and conferencing platforms do far more than organize schedules. They become part of a communication ecosystem that drives collaboration, transparency, and alignment. By managing participation, leveraging interactive features, and integrating outcomes into project workflows, you turn meetings into strategic assets that consistently move the project forward. Thank you for listening. Please follow baremetalcyber.com on social media and check out our books at cyberauthor.me.